Hello well-wishers and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very famous short story by Katherine Mansfield called Bliss. So grab your virtual seats and let's begin. Katherine Mansfield was a famous New Zealand modernist short story writer and a poet who lived from 1888 to 1923. She is widely known for her innovative style of writing, and she often captures the complexity of human emotions and relationships in her works. We are going to see that in our story today as well. So let's begin. Let's get started off. Now, before we discuss about the story and everything, let's first understand what exactly does the title mean. Bliss reflects those intense, deep emotions that are felt by the protagonist of the story called Bertha Young. It suggests when you have that moment of complete, overwhelming joy. Maybe it could be when you've got your results and it has been beyond your expectation. I remember recently when I had done my B.Ed and the results came out. I could not believe that I had secured the first position in my entire batch of, I guess, 100 students, and I have been able to achieve a gold medal. So that was a moment of extreme bliss for me. So you can also let me know in the comment section down below what was your moment of bliss in your life. Now, the story Bliss by Katherine Mansfield was first published in the year 1918. The story is a snapshot of a moment in the life of Bertha Young, a woman who is experiencing this moment of bliss, just as I shared with you some time back. Mansfield's stories often explore the inner life of the characters, what's going on inside their mind, their thought process. And the central message of Bliss revolves around this theme of self-discovery and the contrast between social expectations and personal desires. Now, at that moment when I received the gold medal, many people were expecting it that I would do it, many were not. Especially if I were to say some of the people who were very close to me, they expected that they would get it. But I knew how much effort I had put in all throughout while I was doing the course. So somewhere I knew I would get it, but at the same time I was also in a denial because I did not want to make myself too happy before it would happen. And trust me, it was just 1% thought that I would get it, because yes, I had done the course very dedicatedly, but I was not sure that I could reach there, because never in the past had I reached there. So it was a moment of self-discovery, a self-realization for me also, that yes, I have the caliber, I have the capability. And the greatest self-discovery that I had is, if you put in hard work, nothing is impossible. It was sheer hard work and dedication that helped me secure that gold medal for myself. And it was a moment of great pride when I went onto the stage and I received it, and my parents were there so happy. So yes, that is bliss. Let us see who are the main characters in the story. We've got Bertha Young. She is the protagonist, a woman in her 30s, and she experiences this state of bliss. That is how the title of the story is also there. We've got Bertha Young's husband, Harry. He is characterized by his zest, his energy for life, and passion for sensual pleasures. We've got Miss Fulton. Now, she is a guest at Bertha's dinner party. She is a very mysterious kind of a lady with whom Bertha Young feels a deep connection. We've got Eddie Warren. She's a guest and a friend, a poet who adds the creative angle, the sensitive dimension to the story. We've got Norman and Face Night. These are the guests at dinner party who contribute to the social dynamic with their humorous and modern perspectives of life. Let us now discuss the details of the story. We've got Bertha's blissful moment. So the story begins with Bertha Young, who, despite being in her 30s, experiences a moment of childlike joy as if she's a little child and she's feeling very happy. And at the same time, it makes her feel that she wants freedom. Turning at a street corner, she's suddenly overcome with this intense feeling of utmost happiness. She cannot control her excitement, as if she has swallowed a piece of the late afternoon sun. Sun is a source of energy and light, so it's as if someone has swallowed sun and you've got extreme energy, sudden outburst. That's what Bertha Young is feeling when the story opens. Now Bertha reflects on the difficulty of expressing her bliss without appearing drunk and disorderly. Unless she's not drunk, no one will be able to understand why she's feeling so happy. So she questions the purpose of having a body. What is the point of having a body if you have to, restrict yourself? She compares it to a rare fiddle kept in a case, that, it's as if you have a piece of chocolate cake in front of you, but you can't have it because maybe you might gain weight. So what is the point of having it and looking at it every day? So that's what Bertha Young also feels. And then she arrives home. As she was walking on the street, she arrives home asking about the nurse and whether the fruits have been delivered or not, because there is soon going to be a party held. In the dining room, she goes and arranges the fruits in order, and she is still trying to do all this so that she can direct her energy of bliss towards other activities. But remember that that feeling of bliss was still going on inside her, and she was just trying to distract herself and find other ways of channelizing that energy. Now, Bertha Young, when she was arranging the fruits, she makes a beautiful arrangement of the tangerines, the apples, the pears, and the grapes. The colors of these fruits seem to create a beautiful kind of a painting, and there's a sweet smell of these fruits all in the air, which is further increasing that moment of bliss. When you're happy, you will see that people around you also are either happy because of that energy that you are emitting, or you will see that because you're happy, you won't find faults in other people. So because this was a moment of extreme joy for Bertha, everything around her, she was arranging it well, she was making things look nice and giving it a happy appearance. Now after this, we have the nursery scene. Bertha visits the nursery where little B is having supper with the nurse. Bertha expresses her love for her baby, but there is a kind of dissatisfaction because she is not feeling exactly as if she is a true mother. That motherhood has not given her that moment of bliss now. So that is there. After that, there's a phone call from Harry, and he tells that he is going to be late for dinner. So he requests if Bertha could also delay the dinner time. Now, Bertha's attempt to share her moment of bliss with Harry is not possible at this moment because Harry was very busy. She could not express it on the phone call, and she also at the same time did not want to delay the timings of the meal because she really wanted him to come back home early so that she could share with him that moment of extreme bliss. Now after this, we have the guests that arrive. We have the Knights, Eddie Warren and Pearl Fulton, who arrive for dinner. The characters, as they've come here for dinner, they are talking and discussing about various topics, and Bertha one by one starts observing the peculiarity, the strangeness of each of these guests. Now, as Bertha is observing different guests, she observes Pearl Fulton, and she's almost impressed by her appearance because she finds Pearl very captivating, and she struggles to fully understand who is this Miss Pearl Fulton. Now, Miss Fulton's unconventional appearance and behavior adds an element of, mystery to the story and to the gathering. Now there is a discussion that's held about Miss Fulton. The characters discuss about her, expressing different opinion about her personality. Some say she's like this, some say she's like that, and Bertha is determined to unravel or find out the mystery behind Miss Fulton's, personality. At the same time, Bertha becomes increasingly aware of her intimacy, her desire to have an intimate moment with Harry, a feeling that she has not experienced before. Remember, she's already given birth to a baby, her baby is in the nursery. She's not got that moment of bliss when she was becoming a mother. And here, imagine how society expects you to behave. She's already become a mother, so she's had that intimate moment with her husband, yes, but that has not given her true bliss. Something happened, and she was walking through this street in the late afternoon when she had that moment of bliss and she wanted to, be with her husband. She started feeling that sense of attraction for her husband. Now, Miss Fulton leaves the dinner party with Eddie, and Harry's rudeness towards her is noted. Bertha is left thinking about what is this importance of Miss Fulton's departure and the immense emotions that it stirred. Now, perhaps when Harry had come, something he told to Miss Fulton that she did not like, and she left the party. Now, at this time, we see the pear tree towards which Bertha Young goes and spends some time. It is a recurring symbol in the story. It remains untouched by the events that are taking place inside the house. Bertha thinks about the tree as a representation of her own life. The tree is full of flowering possibilities. And it is at this time that Bertha experiences a sudden desire for her husband, feeling a new and strange connection towards him. The story ends with a sense of anticipation, a kind of expectation and uncertainty about what will happen between Bertha and Harry, whether they will unite, because based on perhaps the notions and expectations of the society, they got married. Then because the society expect once you're married you need to have children, so they had a child also, they had a little baby also, but that real connection between two individuals had never happened. And when the story is being written, that is when Bertha Young actually feels that kind of desire for her husband, to talk to him, to be with him, to spend some moment with him. So you can imagine sometimes how mechanically we lead life, not realizing that there is emotion also that needs to be experienced and felt when you are leading your life. You're not just supposed to blindly follow the things that society expects you to do. There are four major themes that I have come across while I was reading the story. First is Bertha Young's moment of self discovery as she confronts or realizes her desires and what the society was, making her do versus the desires that she really had. There is also a contrast between appearance and reality, because the characters in the story, their outward appearance are masked by their true emotions and desires. So there is always a conflict between what they do and what they want to do. Next, we also see Bertha's blissful moment is fleeting. The story explores that this moment of happiness is very temporary and short lived. So while you feel that you're happy, make the most of that moment. And the story also critiques the expectations of the society, especially in the context of marriage, motherhood, and gender roles. I told you how, because a woman is supposed to get married, so she does that. She's supposed to have a child, so she's done that, but she's never felt that true joy, that true emotion that she should be feeling. So she's done everything that she had to do to reach till here at this point, based on the rules written in the society. But that's not how life is supposed to be. You're supposed to have your emotions that you are expressing, that whether it may be happy or sad or whatever it is, but you need to also feel life. And that is what Bertha Young had forgotten. She does not feel life, she just leads a mechanical kind of a life. And that is how we see that this is an example of a modern story. Our modern lives today, are we actually stopping to feel the emotions? No. We wake up every day, that same routine we follow forever and ever, and then one fine day we go for a vacation, and that is how the routine disrupts. Otherwise, there's literally a mechanical state of existence that all of us are leading. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.